Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. It was a big day today for NVIDIA and other AI stocks. The DeepSeek factor brought NVIDIA down. In this video, we'll further discuss the impact of a DeepSeek factor and if NVIDIA can make some recovery or it can go further down. So So we'll make some assessment in this video. Now, let's get started. Starting with the daily summary, Nvidia opened at 124.80. It made a high 128.40. It made a low 116.70 and it closed at 118.58. That is 16.86% down. After hours, slight recovery 2.03% up. And you probably know that the DeepSeek factor was the major cause for this drop today. In my opinion, there's some kind of volatility also due to FOMC rate cut decision meeting that's going to happen day after tomorrow. Today, you see so many news and analysis regarding DeepSeek and its impact on Nvidia and overall AI industry in the US. 17% drop on Nvidia in just one day is too big. In my opinion, market overreacted today. I was expecting not more than 10% drop today. So obviously it was a good opportunity for short sellers as well. So in my opinion, some short selling also happened. But in terms of the threat to the US AI industry, is the threat real? Yes, you can say that the threat is there, and many analysts are talking about it. But in my opinion, we need to have more data to jump to conclusion that how big is the threat, right? At this point, yes, it can impact AI industry in the US in the short term because Chinese company has shown that they can develop AI models very cost efficiently and cost effectively, right? So now there is a debate that, the demand for the high expensive GPUs or the chips may go down in the future because lots of AI companies in the US would not want to spend billions and billions of dollars in the AI chip sector since they know that the AI models can be developed more efficiently with a less cost. And Chinese company has shown that. To one extent, yes, this is a possibility, but as I said before, we do not have enough data to conclude that they just spent $6 million and they use not the high expensive GPUs. There is a possibility they might have used more GPUs and also high performing, high expensive GPUs as well, right? They have not given us enough data. But not everything is bad. One good thing I can anticipate is yes, there might be some threat to Nvidia revenue and the overall profit margin in the future if the big companies in the US cut their AI spending or investment plan. But you see, China is going very fast in the AI model development and the AI sector. So the US companies also has to speed up their development projects and also speed up their research, if they want to be competitive with the China. Otherwise, they will be lagging behind. So not everything is bad with this crisis that you see right now. And today I made some buy for Nvidia as well around 127. Let me show you my transaction. So I got more Nvidia shares around 127 as you see here and also some at 124. I guess I bought it a little early, I should have waited more probably around 120 was a very good buy. But it's still not too bad. I'm very positive that in next few days Nvidia would be trading around 130. So in my opinion, it was a good buy opportunity because those folks, they did the short selling, they need to cover their position in next few days, and that will add some buy momentum on Nvidia. But at the same time, we need to be cautious, because the FOMC rate cut decision meeting that's gonna happen on Wednesday. So any negative tone in that meeting can cause Nvidia under pressure one more time. But I'm not expecting FOMC rate cut decision meeting would be any negative for the overall market because market anyways are not expecting any rate cut this time. Now let's take a look forward P for Nvidia and other AI stocks. Nvidia forward P at this point is at 34.27, much lower than the last week closing. So if the current fundamentals for Nvidia do not change, then probably around 120 is a good buy opportunity, in my opinion. Palantir 175.53, much lower than the last week closing. SMCI 9.16, also a big drop on SMCI. AMD 25.96, also much lower than the last week closing. Now let's take a look quarterly percentage change analysis for Nvidia. Nvidia overall is about 17.2% down from previous earnings report. In the last quarter, the maximum point Nvidia down was 12.81%. So it's much higher than the last quarter. And there was no way for us to anticipate this DeepSeek factor in this quarter, right? So it came out of nowhere. So this comparative analysis data at this point is somewhat irrelevant because we cannot factor in this new development into our comparative analysis. Also at the same time, the technical charts also irrelevant at this point because the technical charts cannot factor in the impact of the current fundamentals that just happened, right? Now let's take a look NVIDIA related news and other analysis. You see news regarding NVIDIA and overall market on your screen. You see most of the news is regarding DeepSeek and its effect on NVIDIA and overall AI industry. So I don't want to go into the details of similar news regarding NVIDIA. So let's see if something different at this point. Wow, so this guy is claiming more sell-offs can happen. I don't know, maybe that is his point of view, but in my opinion, it can only happen if more data regarding DeepSeek releases that goes negative for NVIDIA, meaning that they release more data that shows that their model training or their model is better than what we have at this point in the US. So that would impact more. But at this point, slight ups and down can happen in next few days, but I'm not expecting another 10% drop on Nvidia in one day. Moving on, so it says Nvidia sees largest market cap loss on record. Oh, that's true. So now here it says Tesla stocks dropped. Why it's a victim of DeepSeek hysteria. I also have Tesla stock. So Tesla stocks also went down, but not much, about 2.5 to 3% today. Now this is an interesting one that says, will DeepSeek Trump's Stargate AI dreams? Let's open it. So it doesn't give any data, but just a discussion on this point. So as of this point, we have not seen any reaction from the government and also no tweet from Mr. Elon Musk regarding the DeepSeek factor and its impact. Probably they are just watching the impact, and maybe we can see in next few days some responses from Elon Musk and other officials. So I guess that's all about news regarding Nvidia and DeepSeek at this point. Let's take a look my watch list for today. So as you see in my watch list, most of the stocks are negative, but interestingly, Apple is positive today, 3.2%. So some of the money from the AI sector went through Apple today. So Apple looks to me a safer investment at this point because the market thinks that DeepSeek factor would least impact Apple stocks and Apple future growth. So regarding the economic data for this week, as I mentioned before, we're expecting FOMC rate cut decision on Wednesday and Mr. Powell conference. So that should add some volatility on the overall market on Wednesday. Thursday, nothing much. And Friday, we also have a PC index data, and that is also very important. So that's all about my analysis and assessment for next few days. So if I summarize my today's video, yes, today's drop of 16 or 17% was too big for Nvidia, but I'm not expecting a similar big drop in next few days if the current fundamentals do not change. Also, I'm watching the situation very closely. If I see more buy opportunity, I will buy more Nvidia stock because I think that Nvidia stock would recover and try to touch 130 either end of this week or early next week. Again, this is my opinion, okay? Things may change in next few days, you never know, right? The situation at this point is very fluid. Anytime any new data can come up and that can impact the market, right? And we can make decision based on the available information, right? So that's what I think and that's what I say. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more in the next video. Take care.